What is up, guys? LeftBurst here, and today I'm going to be doing an episode review of the newest episode of Beyblade Burst GT/Gotchi, episode 3. Now, I'm going to be doing this review a little bit different than I do most of my reviews. Most of my reviews, what I do is the whole review is like a long summary of the episode, and during the summary, I kind of give my opinions and ideas, or my major opinions and ideas. But today, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give like a quick summary of the episode, a really quick summary, and then at the end of the episode, or towards the end of the episode, I'm just going to give my opinions on all the things that happened during the episode, not during the summary, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's just get into this. Episode 3, Wizard FAFNIR. Now, this episode, of course, just like the title states, it's an episode about the new Beyblade, Wizard FAFNIR, and sadly, Free is not the owner of this FAFNIR as many people would have anticipated and as many people would have liked. The owner is actually a different character, but I actually really do like the owner, and we'll talk about that later. Anyway, let me just give a quick summary of the whole entire episode. Again, if you haven't seen the episode, go check it out. And now that you've seen it, let's begin. So the episode starts off with Drum talking to the owner of his Bay Club, or I don't really know if it's a Bay Club or if it's just like a group of bladers hanging out. That's kind of what it seems like. It's kind of like a clubhouse. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a Bay Club. So he's talking to the owner of this Bay Club, and this owner of the Bay Club, he tells Drum that there's this other Bay Club down the street. So of course, Drum goes down, he visits the other Bay Club, he looks inside, and in the other Bay Club, there's a bunch of bladers just working out, just honing their Beyblade skills, and he's introduced to the leader of this new Bay Club, and of course the leader of this new Bay Club is the owner of the new FAFNIR, Wizard FAFNIR. I still can never get used to that name, Wizard FAFNIR. It's such a... I don't like it. I'm not gonna lie. Drain FAFNIR was the perfect name. Geist FAFNIR, it's a cool name, but it's not as good as Drain FAFNIR. And then now we have Wizard FAFNIR, which I have no idea why Takara Tomy chose Wizard out of all things to describe FAFNIR. Maybe Takara employees were seeing like little kids play with Drain FAFNIR, and little kids were like so amazed how it could steal spin. They were like, this is sorcery. So the Takara Tomy higher-ups were like, oh my gosh, the kids called Drain FAFNIR magic because it was able to magically steal spin. Let's just call it a wizard now. It's really weird. I just do not like the name Wizard FAFNIR. I can't get over it. So yeah, we were introduced to the owner of Wizard FAFNIR, and his name is Fumiya. Now I find it interesting because I actually really like Fumiya. I really like this character. He's really cool. He's really awesome. But he's so different than Free. I find it interesting how there can be two characters that own very similar Beyblades. They both own FAFNIRs and yet have completely different personalities. Anyway, let's get back to the summary. Basically what happens is Drum, of course being the main character, decides to challenge Fumiya to a battle. Fumiya accepts the challenge and they both battle, and to put it short, basically what happens is Fumiya just crushes Drum with the Wizard FAFNIR, and it is amazing. Anyway, after Fumiya crushes Drum, the people from his old Bay Club, Drum's old Bay Club, shows up, and they're like, Drum, what are you doing at this place? You're supposed to be at our Bay Club, not this Bay Club. And while they're arguing at Drum, Fumiya goes up, and Fumiya is just like, he is so cocky, he's so stylish, he's so like full of himself, and I love it. It is amazing. He just oozes confidence. Anyway, Fumiya goes up to the people that were in Drum's old Bay Club, you know, the owner of Bushin Ashura. He's like, why would he want to join your Bay Club when there's an awesome Bay Club right here that's way better than your trash Bay Club? And of course, that makes the owner of Bushin Ashura mad, and Bushin Ashura's owner challenges Fumiya to a battle. They start the battle, and to shorten up the battle real quick, basically what happens is Fumiya also destroys Bushin Ashura. You heard it right. Fumiya and Wizard FAFNIR, they are wizards, guys. That was so bad. That was horrible. They are so good and so cool and so awesome. Like, FAFNIRs are so amazing. In that battle, it was a really good battle. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically how this episode ends. Fumiya just destroys Drum's Beyblade, and Fumiya destroys Bushin Ashura. Now let me talk about the things I found interesting about the episode. So the first thing that caught my eye was when Drum went into the new Bay Club, or this other Bay Club, and he saw people like on iPads and like having machines, like training through machines, and it really reminded me of the Snake Pit hangout. Remember when the gang went to Mexico and they found Red Eye in the Snake Pit? It really reminded me of the Snake Pit, except it looked like the environment was a lot more friendly. Like, if you guys remember the Snake Pit, it didn't look like a fun place to be. Like, they were training. It basically looked like child abuse. Like, the children were dying. They were like, 91, 92. They were like lifting weights like crazy, and they were just like falling to the ground and vomiting. But this place, it looks like they have like workout machines and like iPads and like a bunch of stadiums, except it's more relaxed. It's a lot more chill, and it actually looks like a fun place to be. Alright, a next thing that I found really interesting was FAFNIR himself. Like I said earlier in this video, he just oozes confidence. I just love this guy. He is good, and he knows he's good. He's like, I'm the best splitter ever, and I know it. Unlike Free, well, I guess Free did know he was the best splitter ever, but he didn't really let it show. Like, he wasn't bragging to everyone like, I'm the #1 blader, oh my gosh. But FAFNIR, he is like, oh my god, he is so cool. You know how cool he is? You know how cool he thinks he is? He snaps his fingers and he expects kids to bring him over a chair. Like, literally, kids pick up a chair and bring it over for him to sit. He can't be troubled to walk a couple of steps and sit on a couch. He has to let his minions bring him a chair. And that was just, I was like, oh my gosh, this guy means business. You know you mean business when you snap and kids just bring over a chair to you. It is amazing. Alright. Next thing I really wanted to talk about was the new Beyblade, Wizard FAFNIR. Something I found really interesting about Wizard FAFNIR. I guess this is the first time I really saw Wizard FAFNIR up close, but just looking at Wizard FAFNIR, oh my gosh, the wizard layer, look at the wizard layer, look how much rubber contact points it has, look how much plastic contact points it has. It has like no plastic contact points, it's all rubber, and that is insane. It is crazy. This Beyblade is gonna be stealing spin like crazy. It's an insane Beyblade, and I'm super excited to get it in real life. It's kind of the opposite of Drain FAFNIR now that I think of it, because it's mostly rubber. It has mostly rubber contacts and barely any plastic contacts. As for Drain FAFNIR, had a lot of plastic contact but barely any rubber contact. So that's really interesting. Anyway, let's just talk about the battles right now. The first battle against Drum. Basically what he did was he was like, he's even more cocky than Free. Remember in the God series, we thought Free was like all that. We thought Free was really cocky because what he did was he hand spun the Beyblade. He couldn't be bothered to launch the Beyblade. Well, FAFNIR is even more cocky. What he does is he takes Wizard FAFNIR and he just puts it on the stadium. He can't even be bothered to spin the baby with his hand. So basically what happened was Wizard FAFNIR was in the stadium with no spin, no rotation at all, and he was able to steal spin. Even though Wizard FAFNIR didn't use a launcher, didn't even hand launch, he was still able to beat Ace Dragon and Drum, and that was really cool. Alright, the next battle I want to talk about was the battle against the owner of Bushin Ashura. I just think that the battle was really interesting. There was a lot of special moves used. For instance, Bushin Ashura used a special move, I think it was Keep Counter, where he uses his Keep driver, and that was really interesting. He went straight up to Wizard FAFNIR, but then Wizard FAFNIR also used a counter attack move, which I'm pretty sure was Racket's it was something to do with the racket disc. He was able to steal spin even using the racket disc, and FAFNIR, when that happened, FAFNIR was like so confident, he was so cocky, he was like laughing, he was like, haha, my disc can even steal spin. It was amazing. It was really cool. I really like his character. Anyway, so after that, of course, Bushin Ashura powers up, and we get a look at Bushin Ashura's avatar. And Bushin Ashura's avatar, I just have to say, Bushin Ashura's avatar looked amazing. It looks really cool. So yeah, Bushin Ashura powers up. I think he uses a defense special move, goes straight for Wizard FAFNIR, and it looks like Wizard FAFNIR's about to lose. It looks like FAFNIR's stressed, but in actuality, FAFNIR was like, he was just joking. It was like an act. He's like, just kidding. And FAFNIR uses FAFNIR's special move, which is Wizard Claw, and he's able to destroy Bushin Ashura. So yeah, that's basically the whole entire episode. I don't think I have anything else to discuss. Again, the episodes are only like 10 minutes long, so they're not as long as the God series or the Chozetsu series, so there's not really much to talk about it. I'm really looking forward to getting the new FAFNIR in real life, Wizard FAFNIR in real life. I think it's gonna be crazy. I think the driver's amazing. I think the disc is amazing. I think the layer is amazing. It's gonna be really cool to have in real life. Do I think it looks as cool as Geist FAFNIR? I definitely think Geist FAFNIR aesthetically looks better than the new Wizard FAFNIR, but do I think Wizard FAFNIR is gonna be better than Geist FAFNIR and more fun to use? Definitely. Like, oh my gosh, Wizard FAFNIR's parts are amazing. Like, I gotta go over it real quick. The layer, it has rubber all over the layer, so it's gonna be crazy spin steel. The disc is so interesting how it only free spins one way and it doesn't free spin the other way. I'm really interested to see how that works. And finally, the driver, we are finally going to at least maybe have a good version of the guard driver. Now, I'm kind of confused. In my video that I discussed the new Wizard FAFNIR, and I said that the new driver, I forget what the new driver was called. It was called Rise. I'm pretty sure it was called Rise. The new Rise driver was supposed to be free spin. Now I'm not too sure because I saw the Korokora video. In the Korokora video, it didn't really look free spin. So like when I get it, I'm gonna see if it's free spin or not. If it's free spin, that's amazing. If it's not free spin, I'm pretty sure it's still gonna be really smooth. So maybe it'll still be really good for life after death. Anyway, so yeah, again, that was my video on Beyblade Burst Episode 3, or Beyblade Burst GT Episode 3 review. If you guys want to see more reviews in the future, leave a like. And I'm sorry I didn't do a review last week. Last week's episode, I'm not gonna lie, was kind of lame, so I didn't really want to do a review. Anyway, see you guys later. Have a nice day. LeftBurst out.